Welcome back, and hello if you are new. So thank you so much for tuning in for another week. Sorry I missed out last week. I was on my stag do and I definitely did not have enough time to put a video together as my friends plied me with alcohol. Now, known far and wide in the black metal community, Abbath has become a household name. Having released his self-titled album back in 2016, Abbath is back to take the black metal world by storm again with his brand new offering, Outstrider. If anything, Outstrider is Abbath but tuned up. What we saw on the self-titled record, although it may have been solid, I was really kind of hoping for a bit more of an adventurous sound, and thankfully that has happened on Outstrider. And the overall soul of this record particularly lies in the realm of heavy metal. When listening to Calm in Ire of Hurricane, there are these fantastic moments of dive bombs, legato playing, and solos that really would make, Alex Skolnick or Andy LaRocque blush. However, the solos also allow a sort of change of pace and act as almost a dynamic, such as on Artifacts. And also now on Outstrider, during the verses, you've got this sense of slight melody which is peppered in. It might just be sort of like a bend here and there, but it has something that adds that little layer of tension to it, really. It's also the smaller, more minimalist kind of approaches of Outstrider that I really enjoyed, such as the acoustic guitar layering on the album, but then it's not forgotten where it's come from, and it still has, those soundtracks for like wind howling and bells, and then overall kind of quite an evil, malevolent atmosphere. But similarly, the idea of this heavy metal aesthetic I was talking about is prevalent on Land of Chem, which does kind of move us into like a thrash metal sort of territory. It's always anchored by those kind of, mountain-cleaving riffs that we've come to know and love from Abbath and Immortal. I feel that in particular, on Outstrider, the band have kind of channeled this inner battery, like Blood, Fire, Death level kind of acoustics, and it has that sort of grandiose sense about it. There's also been a lot more of a focus on drumming on this record, whereas the previous record, yes, was very, very fast. It didn't allow for many dynamics to be put through, and now on this new album, drums don't necessarily follow the guitar, but they'll change the sort of like tempo, so you'll get like a different paced kick drum, which creates that tension that you want. And where there is a need to, that sense of urgency is ramped right back up on Land of Chem. Abbath is also, I think, the best he's sounded in years, and he sounds like that tar-devouring, frog-gurgling monster, and it's this perfect kind of juxtaposition between sort of like pantomime, but also incredibly solid and really gifted songwriting. Here, tempos change, melodies appear, and structure is really quite unpredictable, which makes for an incredibly enjoyable ride. Outstrider is definitely going to be a fan favourite for those who hunger for the, mountain-cleaving style riffs that we've come to know from Abbath. It also definitely builds and experiments on the foundations that were put forward on his first solo album. However, there are certain sections which do kind of linger just that little bit too long for me. I did kind of find myself losing my way a little bit. So for that reason, I'm gonna give the record a 4 out of 5. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Also be sure to check out my album reviews, interviews, all that sort of stuff. Abbath's Outstrider is out July 5th via Season of Mist, and you can pre-order a copy right underneath me. And I'll see you guys next week for another album review. Take care, friends.